first.
Last minute of play in the first period.
Bedard takes the puck, scores! What a goal by Connor Bedards!
Did you just see that? Connor Bedard just picked this guy's pocket, faked the pass with a simple head fake into the middle of the ice, and then absolutely roofed it short side on Sergei Bobrovsky. He then proceeds to cap it all off with a cold stare down to the crowd. The kid is only 18 years old, and like it or not, the Connor Bedard era in the NHL has officially begun. But after you get through all the flash and take a deeper look at his game, you'll realize that he's just only scraping the surface of what he's capable of. So far this season, Connor Bedard has 9 goals and 4 assists for 13 points in 13 games. It's early, but so far, he's come as advertised, and he's only getting more and more comfortable. On the surface, we can see it, but when you dive into the details of his game, you start to understand just how much better he can get. He's incredibly talented at driving the play in a variety of ways. The very best players in the game attack the middle of the ice with the puck on their stick. At 18 years old, Connor Bedard is already confident and capable of doing this at a high level. As a center, Chicago has Bedard take his normal route without the puck, but Bedard's line mates are almost always looking to find Bedard streaking in the middle of the ice off the breakout as the first option. A simple well-timed bump into the middle of the ice means that Bedard has the puck with speed. Now Bedard clearly doesn't have McDavid's speed, but his routes with the puck still allow him to be extremely dangerous when he has possession. Watch here against Boston as the Chicago winger instantly tries to find Bedard in the middle, and he does with success. Bedard has built up speed, but he's not in a strong offensive position. He's got a winger to his left, but there's 2 Bruins in front of him who aren't giving him much of a gap, and back pressure to boot. Most players chip this puck in and activate the forecheck. Talented players look to use their skill to create a mistake, but the best players and the smartest players leverage their teammates. Bedard attacks the middle to engage both defenders with the hope that it'll open up a passing lane. Realizing that that won't be a good play and feeling back pressure, he doesn't force a pass over to the wing and kill the rush. He instead bunt hooks, buys a moment of time, and then finds Chicago's third man into the zone. All of this is possible because Bedard confidently attacks the middle of the ice. Boston played that very well defensively, but Bedard played it better and it resulted in a good offensive chance. Now let's take a look at when he's got a gap advantage. Again, Chicago's wingers are trying to maximize Bedard's touches into the middle of the ice. So watch the winger attempt to drive and then quickly pull up to create all this space for Bedard. Now, this is where the talented players start to cook. Big gap advantage with a speed advantage means that Bedard has this defender at his will. But again, he doesn't just take this puck for a wide drive like most players would when they see all this kind of space. He once again chooses to attack the middle first. In doing so, the defender must turn his feet and protect the middle. Bedard waits until Carlo's momentum is fully heading the wrong way, and now he claims that outside space. With Bedard having a step, Carlo tries to get a stick-on puck to avoid fully getting burned, and it opens up a passing lane for Bedard to thread the needle. No one buries, but just wait until these types of plays start falling for him more and more often. Now, the aspect of his game in which everyone knew it wouldn't be a problem in translating into the NHL was his shot. And so far, that release has not disappointed. But the one underrated element of his game has been playmaking. Again, being a play driver and attacking the middle of the ice will automatically lead to more chances. But the respect his shot demands from defenses has created openings for his teammates. Multiple defenders will try to converge on him to avoid him using that shot, and that has opened up opportunities for Bedard to exploit with a quick pass. Watch this play here against Colorado where he quickly recognizes that he's being double teamed and then finds a wide open teammate. No one wants to give Bedard this ice uncontested, so he attacks the seam between the winger and the defender, and now both must challenge him for that space. One quick move with a pass leads to a beautiful offensive chance. It's these little offensive subtleties that take top-end offensive talents quite some time to get comfortable with doing at the NHL level. For Bedard, that hasn't been an issue. The creativity and confidence was there since day one. For example, Bedard tried this move a few times where he drives wide, gets a step on the defender, and shoots through the triangle of the D's skate and stick. It hadn't worked earlier in the season, but that didn't deter him from using it again. This time, it was a more favorable result. Now, special players are only special if they know how to play without the puck. Bedard is quickly getting comfortable with how to do this in the NHL. Look at size being an issue for him here, as he basically takes a 6'6" Victor Hedman to the cleaners in front of the net, beats him off the wall, and then goes right underneath Hedman's hands with his stick firmly pressed on the ice for a tap-in. When he doesn't have possession in the zone or off the rush, he's effectively finding ways to time his arrival between checks for him to get the puck with space or for him to quickly release it. When Bedard gets better and more comfortable at using this skill, it's how he'll score majority of his goals in the NHL. That release is a one-of-a-kind, but it's putting yourself in the right spots to make sure that he can use his best weapon more frequently. Now, maybe the most impressive part of his game early on is his ability to strip pucks. Obviously, this one here against Florida will be seen for a long time, but early on, he's shown that he's got a knack for picking guys' pockets and getting possession. When you spend 90% of the game without the puck, the better you become at getting it back means you dictate the game. I mean, just ask Patrice Bergeron. All of this is great about Bedard, but let's be clear, he definitely isn't perfect either. He still makes mistakes and will likely continue to make mistakes, but that's exactly what he should be doing at this stage of his career. Hockey is an impossible game to play if you want to make zero mistakes. The trick is minimizing them and not letting the ones you've made deter you from taking the calculated risks that are required to win games. Right now, Connor Bedard is feeling it. Even though this was expected out of the most hyped prospect since Connor McDavid, Bedard has been just as good as advertised, with a ton of room for growth.